So today, the last lesson, we want to talk to you about the ultimate power. And what is the ultimate power? It is forgiveness. So I'm going to ask you today, what are you still blaming your spouse for? What are you holding against them? And what do you feel like you just can't let go? We all usually have something that we're blaming them for. So I'm asking you to dig deep and figure out what it is.
So forgiveness is a principle, and you know what's great about principles? You can always count on principles to be true. It's like gravity, gravity works no matter what. And they always work in the long run. So this is a principle that will work. However, you have to use principles to your advantage. So many people don't use the power of forgiveness to their advantage. What happens when you hold on to something you can't let go of and you don't forgive? This principle says it's like being in prison. It torments you. It doesn't allow you to complete freedom. Do you ever feel that way?
Well, the good news is the principle of forgiveness will set you free. What do you need to forgive your spouse for? You may think nothing, but really search, as I said before, and ask yourself, what is it that you're blaming your spouse for? Is it unmet expectations? Is it ideas of what you thought they would be like as your husband or wife that they're not meeting? Is it something they're not performing up to or living up to that you had as your ideal in your marriage? Usually we all have something, and we really need to ask ourselves, what is it and what are we blaming it for? And maybe you already know, but you really need to do this. There's always something you can forgive for, even if it's a little thing such as, leaving their socks on the floor or whatever it may be. It will give you more freedom, because a lot of times those little things, they add up to big things, or they're actually an indicator of something larger that you're not forgiving your spouse for. So forgiveness will give you more freedom. It will give you the freedom to love, the freedom to embrace, the freedom to accept, and the freedom to let go of expectations. Really, when you blame someone else, you are the one that's in prison. It's not the other person. They may be affected by it, but really you're putting yourself in a prison. So by releasing that blame and giving forgiveness to this person that you vowed to love, you're actually also setting yourself free.
Yeah, so this whole week we've been giving you tools and challenges to help you understand each other, to help you communicate better. So this is sort of that catch-all. If you're still having trouble, this is the thing. This will let you get that freedom and help you understand each other. So what are you blaming your spouse for? Whatever it is you're holding on to, let it go. Take ownership for your part. Even if your part is like 1/2 of 1%, own that 100% and then forgive the rest. So today's challenge is go to a quiet place, close your eyes, take some deep breaths, visualize sitting across from your spouse, and forgive your spouse for anything and everything you can think of. Just let it flow. This can be powerful, it can be emotional, and just have this brainstorming session of all the grievances and forgive for each one of them. Better yet, do this in person. So if you have to do it on your own first, that's cool. It's powerful even if they don't know you've done it, but take that next step and forgive them in person and then ask for forgiveness.
Yeah, it's such a powerful tool. We've used it in our own marriage. We've used it with a lot of the couples that we've worked with, and it is the ultimate power. The ultimate power is forgiveness. So set yourself free, set your spouse free, so that you can have that marriage that you so desire, and you can actually take your marriage to the next level. You can't do it without forgiveness.